Hello, hi, good morning. We've got a 30-minute window before I have to move on to my next morning thing to get ready for work. So we're going to see if we can bust something out quick and fun. And we are on a timeline. So we're just gonna jump right in. So gotta move. I didn't even clean my desk before I started because I know we're on a timeline. Okay. Here's what I want to do today. So I pulled out this masterboard yesterday, and I haven't even looked at it in a really long time. I think it's been months. So I think what I want to do today is I want to slice this up a little bit and see if we can make some tags, maybe even pocket tags. I'll have to see. It's a little warpy, so that might not work, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what we can end up with. So I'm gonna hop off real quick and I'm gonna cut this up and I will be right back with you. Okay, I cut 3 strips, I think, and trimmed them to 3.5 by 5. So let's see. First thing I'm going to try to do is round the corners because it's thick. So that's going to help us determine which pieces we can. No, that's not a corner rounder. Here, this is what I want. Let's go with the medium. Nope, big. Let's go big. I like those. It's thick, so it may not, that's having trouble even fitting in there. Oh, but we made it. Okay. Since we want these, oh, that might not go. Please. We're so close. We're so close. Oh. That wasn't very successful, and that one's not either. Okay, let's see how we do with this one. All we need is 2, right? We need 2 with, we're going to do a front and a back, ideally. So that we can put a tag in the middle. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Maybe. Please no. If I break my corner rounder, you might see me cry. Did at least put a mark so I can see. All right, let's try this. I can see the mark. Okay. This one, I think this one's going to be it, guys. I think we're going to get lucky with this one. Might be wrong about that. Well, we might have to rethink our whole plan. Oh, man. Let's do it this way. We'll start with the thickest one and see if it fits. It doesn't. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use this one because we got it pretty successfully rounded. Then we are going to pick the front and we are going to trim after we glue. We are going to make this work. All right, let's see. Here's our back. Let's see, while we're standing here, let's got some piece coming up here. It was a washi sticker that did not want to play nice. Make sure we get that down. All right, that should stick. Now, here are our options. I like this. I like this little touch of sparkle. I like that one. I really like that leaf though as well. All right. We don't have a lot of time today to be wishy-washy, so This has the flower on the back. I like this flower. Do we want that? But then we also need a, you know what? Let's go with this one because that way we can add a focal point. Let's see if we can manage to get this decent. I do want to put a notch on the side so that we can see. Oh my God, this is just not going well. All right, well, scissors it is. I can see enough of a mark that I can see what I'm doing. It's not going to be perfect, but we don't care about perfect, right? We always say that. Here's the mark, a little bit of a guide. We'll ink it and it won't be so obviously ratty, but you know, hey, we don't terribly mind ratty either, do we? Okay, let's go ahead and ink. I'm gonna go black because this is nice and dark. We'll have to re-ink the corners, and we could do this after we glue it together, except for the our little notch there. But I've got it in my hand, so let's just go for it. We may or may not have time to do the card for inside. We did these around Christmas. I don't know if I already said that, but we did these around Christmas and they were really fun. But Christmas is over, so now we need to do it. We need it to be fun now when it's not Christmas. Okay, don't glue the wrong side. Don't be a dope. Let's see, this is the bottom and that is the bottom. Okay, let's just lay it out right like that. And we're going to want to put glue, a decent amount of glue, especially with this thick paper. Add a little more there. All right, now let's pop this guy on. And I'm just going to pick it up so I can get it theoretically, if we get two of the sides where they belong, the bottom side should go as well. Because it's not, because it's so thick, it is not grabbing immediately, so it's actually giving me a little bit of extra time to get things lined up, which is very nice. So I'm just gonna hold this for a second. You can see one of our pages was a little off, one of our pieces. Yeah, that's fine. So let's just hold this for a second and think about what we might want to put on the front. I'm thinking that this will be a nice one for maybe one of our little birds from our ephemera pack. That might be fun. Let's see, how are we doing there? It's definitely a little thick in the front, or on the, this is awful thick. This may not work quite as well as we hoped, but we're trying, and that's what we want to do. We want to try, and if it doesn't work, same as we always say, it's just paper. All right, so let's trim around. It's a hefty amount of work for my scissors. There's that. That's coming up a little, but I think that's the second layer. That's not where we glued the two pieces together. That's another layer of the original. Well, that's not perfect. We better put something there to cover it. We can do that. But what I do want to do, I see this popping up. So let's put a little glue in there. We don't want a bunch of loose edges. Oh, I said a little glue, but I put a lot of glue. Let's get that off. We will, we'll disguise that. All right. And it doesn't matter what time of day it is. The dog wants in. One sec. Okay, animals are in. And let's see what we can do. Oh, that popped back open. We need to hold that for a minute. I thought for sure that'd be done by the time I got back to my desk. Let's hold this and start seeing. Where's our birds? I think our birds are in this one. I think this would be really nice for a bird. We could go flower too, but let's see if I can do this with my left hand. I can't. So let's hold this with the left hand and see what we can get out of here for birds. We could also do a butterfly, but I'm thinking bird. Isn't that cute? That's a contender. That blue stands out pretty nice. What else do we got here for birds? Got a butterfly. That's a possibility, but I'm just leaning on birds. Same bird. I thought there was one other bird in this pack. This guy. I think he might be a little too small. I think we should go with this red one. And it has the white outline, so it's going to stand out a little bit. We'll ink it a little, but I want to leave some of that on there. Let's get these out of the way. Trying to pick up a little as we go, although it might not be the best time to decide I'm going to try to be organized when we're on a time crunch. Oh, come on. The universe is fighting me. Nope, bird. Definitely a bird. If we want to do one with a butterfly or something, we can do one of the other ones. We cut out a bunch. Maybe they'll just have to be square cornered. We're going to hide this. So we're not going to care that that's like that. We're going to find a way to hide it. Okay. Are we glued? Yes. Securely glued all around. Yes. Okay. Dauber. Let's re-ink. You can see all that layered in there. This is going to just push all of that out. You can see if you can see what it looks like first. I'm going to get a good amount of ink in there. And now see how much cleaner that looks with the ink on it. Little finishing touches, little bits of attention to detail really make a difference. And even on our wonky side here, it's not as bad. So let's do right there. Let's add some here. It's definitely stiffer than this side, but I think we'll be okay. We'll just add a little there. Okay. We're down to like 10 minutes because I forgot, when I paused the video, I was using that as my timer, but when I paused the video to cut paper and to let the dogs in, well, time doesn't stop. So I think our birdie should go, how about right there? And what do we want him to be sitting on? He needs to sit on something. He can sit on a ticket. Well, while I'm thinking, let's just do a tiny bit of inking. Not too much. We don't want to cover all that white because that is what's giving us the contrast so that you can really see him stand out. Do we want him to stand out even a little more? Do we want to put something underneath him? Those are too thick. We don't need more thickness. What about, what do we got sitting around here within reach? I could do that. Bring out some yellow. Bring out some brown. There's no green in the top. The bird is red. That's not going to be helpful. That's dark. We don't want him super dark. Let's check our scrap pile here. It's not a pile, it's a basket. Let's see if there's anything that we want in here. We could go music paper, book paper. Let's just do that because, you know, we're short on time. We're going to do a little bit of book paper. Now, how much do we want? Not a ton. Let's just pull that off to start. It doesn't have to be the whole, our whole bird. Just some. I think that will be cute. I can always rip a little more off. Let's not go crazy now. I kind of like it with a little bit under his beak. Okay, so we're going to ink this. I can pretty much guarantee that we're not going to get a tag to put, or a journal card to put on the inside, but that's okay. Where is, here. We're going to go ahead and use, where's my scratch paper? Here's a piece. We're going to go ahead and use glue stick for most of it, and then we're going to hit our edges. Oh, well, see what, here, I'm going to show you what to do when that happens. So we're going to put this here like we planned. Right? Now, where'd we rip? We ripped, here? Here? I can't even tell where we ripped. Oh, God, guys. Oh, it goes right here. Oh, and I totally put it on sideways. Doesn't matter. Let's get this guy where he belongs. It's sticking to my fingers. All right. Well, that's where that's living. And yeah, we ripped it, but you know what? We just glued it back down. It's fine. I'm going to tear this piece off so it's not hanging on the bottom. But still stuck to my fingers. All right, now, see, it's not exactly the spot that we planned, but it's still just fine. Let's add, what's our time looking at? Oh, we got like 5 minutes. Let's add a ticket and maybe a big one. Let's pick one. I like the purple because he's got a little bit of purple on there. But the brown's kind of cool too. Nope, purple. We're going to do purple, and we just need to pick a stamp to put on it. Let's see. What do we want? How about one of these? Think fast. How about letter? I'm pretty sure this will fit on there. It fits good enough. Where are you now? Stamp blocks. There you are. Get that off. We are going to go with black. It's going to touch those outer lines, but I think that's okay. There. Set that aside. Let's glue this down first. I think we wanted it right about there. Still get to see that pretty, oh, I forgot to ink it. Well, shoot, there you go. It happens. Probably gonna have a little oozy glue here too, but that's okay. We'll just wipe it off. All right, bird, there you go. Little bird has a home. Hold that guy down. Now, how do we want to hide our ugly corner? Not a lot of time to think, Amber. Let's pick something. We got the black and white. How about we do this? We've got this ribbon. How you doing there, bird? Are you staying? If he pulls up in any areas, we can just add a little more glue underneath. Now, what do we want to do here? Do we dare try to make a tiny bow? Do I know how to make a tiny bow? Ugh, why did I do that? I cut it all short, and now I'm gonna have to be fiddly. But can we do it? Is it moving? Do I have the right piece? I think I do. Oh, look, we did it. Now, a smart person would have just cut off a longer piece of ribbon instead of dinking around like this, but we were still successful. So let's trim this. Oh, just cut it. God. And we're going to stick that right here. And we're going to use our gloopy glue. And I just saw my alarm go off. So, like we thought, I'm not going to get to the, tag there, but, or the journal card that goes inside. But we did get an outside we gotta, well, I went a little nuts with that glue there, but holy cow, it ain't going nowhere. We're gonna let that dry, and we can always come back and do more stamping on it if we want, but I still say taking a quick 30 minutes before work is certainly a really great way to start the day. So I hope you had fun. I hope you like it, and we will see you again very, very soon. Bye.